are you?
Good, Doug. How are you?
Good, thanks. If the scheme is, or the thing is, to find out whether these guys can make winning plays and become winning basketball players, did you see stuff tonight that lead you to think there was development or not?
Well, I thought, again, from a schematic standpoint, we executed pretty well. Um, I just didn't think we played that well offensively, um, Doug. I think there was some opportunities there. I think, we had a real low shooting percentage. A couple guys on high volume, low percentage. Um, but it just probably wasn't enough offensively, really, throughout most of the night. And again, I thought, we had them out of rhythm, and we had them all kind. I mean, they end up shooting it pretty well in the second half, and a lot of their guys contributed. They were getting kind of bits and pieces all over the place there, and then obviously Melton hit a couple big threes, and we climbed right back in it to one point, and then they shook a couple threes in a row in on us there late. But there was some good things schematically, defensively, Doug.
Is the offensive issues obviously not a lot of familiarity and a lot of not a guys knowing what next action to go to because they're in different spots with different players out there? Is that kind of it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's unfamiliarity. I just think that, again, I like to um, have a little more composure, continue to work for better. I mean, I think we took some tough shots, and you're going to have to do that sometimes, and you're going to have to make some tough shots. I mean, they made a bunch of tough shots, especially after we'd already batted the ball around a couple times. You're going to have to make some tough shots, but I'm of the mindset that we should probe longer until we can, and then you take those tougher shots in the latter part of the shot clock. So that would be my concern there, and just overall, scoring in general.
Yeah, yeah. Not unsurprising, I don't suppose, missing the guys you're missing. Anyway, thanks very much, Nick. We'll see you.
You're welcome, Doug. Yep, you're welcome.
Going to go next to Josh Lewenberg from TSN.
Hey, Nick. Obviously, you've seen Jalen to some degree all season, whether it was training camp or practice and in the G League, but this is your first extended look at him in NBA games. Is there anything that surprised you about what you've seen from him to this point?
He played well, Josh. He's vaulted up and hit shots. He's got to the rim. He is pretty bouncy and athletic, quick and fast and can jump, all of those things. And he's played confidently. And I don't see him, he's taking the right shots too. I don't see him forcing much. And he's played well. Done a good job.
I asked you a few weeks ago when Fred was out about him doing a little bit of coaching on the sideline, and you were happy with him. And I'd imagine you'd have to be to give him the coaching shirt and everything tonight.
That was stolen. That was stolen. Yeah.
How helpful has he been in that regard?
It's interesting. He's interested. That's the biggest thing. He even came in with our halftime coaches meeting and sat in on that, which I thought was, pretty interesting for him. But I think he's, it's good that he's engaged. He's doing as much as he can physically as well on the court to he's there when he's not available, but he's still very near the court, helping guys. And he was coaching pretty hard with Malachi tonight too. So that was good.
Good to hear. Thanks, Nick. Have a good time.
See you.
Next question goes to Stephen Long from Sportsnet.
Hey, Nick. I was just wondering, have you got any sort of update on Pascal and Rodney?
Yeah. Unfortunately, Rodney broke metacarpal, right? Pascal has a strained shoulder for now, and they'll further evaluate that.
And just in regards to Jalen again, you mentioned confidence. Is that just something? Is that a trait that kind of stood out to you immediately from when you first saw him, way back in training camp?
Yeah, I thought his aggressiveness did stick out in the preseason as well. I mean, it was really difficult to get much of a look at him. With we were if you remember back in the beginning, we were kind of loaded up at that position. So he was I can remember even talking to him and say, "Hey man, I like your game, but there's not much I can do right now. There's a whole bunch of guys that have been here and in front of you at your position. So, just hang in there and keep playing and go to the G League and get ready, and your turn will come around."
And just one more for me, but Malachi, we've asked you about this many times before, but like in the fourth quarter, he just seems to have this switch, and he's he's more aggressive, he's more confident. What is it about the fourth quarter that he just seems to rise in his shot making level?
Well, I think he's pretty confident, Steven. That's the one thing. I didn't think he was having a particularly good game tonight, just in general. And then he kept kind of staying with it, and then he took his game to a decent level, a really good level in the fourth quarter. So that's that takes some courage and that takes some confidence to play through some stuff and then make some shots and make some plays. And I'm more happy that he did a couple things we've been working on. He's got the lob to Kem. He kept his dribble alive and got a little fadeaway shot after, he made a nice move, but there was nothing there, and he kept his dribble going and went from there. So.
Thank you a lot. Thank you, Nick. Have a good night.
Yep, you too.
We're going to do 3 more questions for you, Coach. If everybody could keep it to 1, please. We'll try and get through these last 3. Start off with William Liu from Yahoo Sports Canada.
All right, we only got 1 question, Nick. So, what did you mean when Fred stole the coach's uniform? Because that's got to be the first time we've seen a player intentionally dress up like a coach.
Well, I don't know if it was stolen or I don't think we made a big presentation to him to say, "Hey, Fred, here's your coaching shirt for tonight." I think that was his doing, or maybe it was just coincidence that he happened to bring that shirt along. I don't. You'll have to dig a little deeper than me on that one, William. Thanks for your 1 question, though. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Coach.
Next question goes to Kiko from the Kyoto News.
Hi, Coach. How are you?
Hi, Kiko. How are you?
Hi. Fine, thank you. Yeah, Utah started the game again today. When you knew Utah was available today, did you plan on starting him?
Yeah, we weren't sure. It was kind of 50-50 all day long. We had prepared 2 starting lineups, one with him, one without him, of course. But I wanted, if he was available and felt good, to get the start. And he had we have a shoot around beforehand, which is fairly active, and he looked good. So we just gave him the nod to start.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Final question goes to Takeshi Shibata.
Hello, Coach.
Hi, Takeshi. How are you?
How are you? Difficult game.
Yeah, it's tough.
I'd like to ask about Utah Watanabe. He wrote some positives, I think.
Yep.
And I would like to ask you because this was the 81st game for him, and the next one will be the 82nd game, which means he's going to have an entire regular season games under his belt, I think. So,
okay.
How do you like his speed of development?
Yeah, he's again, Takeshi, he's done a good job. I thought he played really solid tonight.
Yes.
He shoots 3 for 5 from 3 and 4 for 8. I thought he made a couple good plays in there. I had a conversation with him coming off the floor that he kind of drove one in and took a floater over the big guys, and it was a tough shot. But I said to him, keep staying aggressive. That's what I want. I want you to be. I don't want you to every time. Sometimes you got to create a little bit of your own shot like that, and that was one thing I said, and he did that. And I think his shooting is still improving from 3. 3 for 5 from 3 tonight's good. Again, not very many mistakes on defense, which is pretty common for him. So he's doing well. He's got 4 more games to play it out and keep improving here that he can get some valuable experience.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome, Keshi. See you, everybody.
Thank you, Coach.
Days.